Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope that you have been enjoying our module on being a super citizen. And today we're going to look at another story about being a really good citizen in our community. And this story can be found on pages 106, 107, and 108 in your My Book. And if you look at the page 106, which is in front of you, you'll see where it says genre study at the top. Realistic fiction stories are made up but could happen in real life. So as we're reading this story and thinking about it and answering questions, we're thinking about, this could really happen in real life. These are things that could happen. Although these people that are made up in this story, we don't know them. This isn't a true story, but it could happen. So if you look at the picture here, at the top of the page of 106, we see a woman who's washing her car, and over here we see maybe a dad, and we see a young girl and a dog, and the dog's getting washed. So let's look down where it says make a prediction here. Make a prediction. In this picture, a girl comes up with a plan to raise money. What do you think her plan will be? Well, as I'm looking at this picture, let me give you a minute to think and write in your My Book. And while you're thinking, I'm thinking about all of those things I just said about the picture. There is someone washing a car. There is someone washing a dog. So what's going through my mind is maybe that this girl and her parents, if those are her parents, they're going to wash cars and dogs for a way to raise money and help their community. That's what's going on in my mind. So at the bottom it says, set a purpose. We're going to read to find out more about the girl and her plan to raise money. So if you'll turn in your book to page 107, that's the next page, you can see where it says picture this. And the instructions at the top say, read. Which words help you picture what the yard looks like that Saturday? So as we're reading, if a word helps you know what the yard looks like, I want you to underline those words. And we'll talk about those at the end. Alrighty, here we go. The local animal shelter needed money. I had a great idea. I could have a car and dog wash. Mom and Dad said they would help. It was going to be a lot of work. You'll be sorry, my older sister sang out. On Saturday, we were in the front yard, surrounded by buckets and hoses. Our sign read, Save the Animal Shelter. All right, let's look at the bottom where we have a question for us. Check my understanding right here. What does the girl's older sister think about the plan? So take a minute and think, what did we hear the older sister say to the girl? Well, we heard the older sister say, you'll be sorry. So what I'm thinking is that the older sister thinks it's not a very good idea to have a car wash and a dog wash. All right, now let's turn to the next page and find out what happens. How does the girl feel about her day? So as we're reading, I want you to underline words that are clues to you about how this girl feels about her day. Let's see what happens. People started to arrive. The bookstore owner showed up. Then the mail carrier. And Baker got here. Everyone in town seemed to have a car or a dog that needed washing. We were so busy. Even my sister decided to lend a hand. Some of my friends showed up to help too. We were all wet and soapy. The dogs and the cars were all sparkling clean, though. We should get a picture, someone said. The shelter would love a picture with all the clean dogs. Yes, the day turned out just as I'd hoped. So I want you to think about it down here at the bottom. It says, which details help you create a mental picture of the car and dog wash? Which details help you create a mental picture of the car and dog wash? Take a minute and think about that and think back about what you read. Well, I'm thinking to myself, they ask me the details that help me give a picture in my mind, a mental picture, I see these words. We were all wet and soapy. The dogs and the cars were all sparkling clean, though. I can see that in my mind. I can see children covered in water and soap, but the dogs and the cars being shiny and looking great. So that's what I was thinking there. Now I want to go back to the beginning here. And it says, which words help you picture what the yard looks like that Saturday? And you were supposed to underline those as we read. Well, when I was thinking about that, right here it said, on Saturday, we were in the front yard surrounded by buckets and hoses. Our sign read, Save the Animal Shelter. So that description really helps me see that in my mind, even without the picture that they've provided for us. All right, and then there was another question that we were reading and you were underlining for, and that was on page 108. How does the girl feel about her day? Well, at the very end of the story, I was so struck by these words. Yes, the day turned out just as I'd hoped. So those words right there help me understand and make me think, this girl is so excited that things went the way she had planned and that it turned out well, that she is proud of herself because she planned something and it was successful and she was able to do what she really wanted to do to help her community. Now that's definitely being a super citizen to me. All right, if you turn the page now to page 109, I want you to complete page 109 on your own. And the instructions say, write about it. Picture this is a story about a girl who wants to help her community. What kind of person do you think she is? Write a few sentences about her for the town newspaper. Use details from the story in your answer. So you're going to take some time, write some sentences about the kind of person that you think the girl was in the story. And you can leave that in your My Book, and when you come back to school, we'll go over it. Have a great rest of your day.